What's up, YouTube comic book community? This is Rob with Batcave Comics, back for another quick video. This video is for Longbox Love Affair 200 sub contest. So first of all, let me say congratulations to Longbox Love Affair for surpassing 200 subs. Awesome feat. If you don't know this guy, check him out. He's got some great videos, some good information, and definitely well worth subbing up and checking out. Let me give a quick shout out to Rogue 121, who subbed me up this weekend. Thanks a bunch. I really appreciate it, and I definitely return the favor. So let me get on with this contest. Longbox Love Affair, his rules were 18 and over, which I am. Show the first ever comic in your collection and tell how you started collecting. Well, one of the first books of my collection was Amazing Spider-Man 181. It's basically a flashback story of how Spider-Man got his powers and the death of Uncle Ben and a lot of his very first battles he had as becoming Spider-Man. I love this cover. Cover's done by Gil Kane. The story's done by Bill Mettello. And the 70s art, I don't know, for me, it takes me back when I was a kid, and I just love it. I just love how they illustrate everything back in the 70s. I'm not taking anything away from today's art, as you can see. Some awesome artists today, that's for sure. But so this is one of the very first comics in my collection, and how I started collecting is kind of an interesting story. When I was in about 3rd grade, so I was probably 8, 9 years old. So that was roughly 40 years ago, if that kind of gives you a hint of how old I am. I was pretty active in sports. Well, I got hit in the throat with a baseball when I was younger, and I was rushed to the hospital. They almost had to do a tracheotomy on me. My throat swelled up. I was pretty close to dying. So anyway, spending some time in the hospital, I missed, quite a bit of schooling. My mother ended up getting me a reading teacher, seeing I fell behind on, schoolwork and reading. Well, my reading teacher, told my mother, buy him anything he'll read. So she started buying me comic books. And my first comic books were coming in the 3-pack. They used to sell at Kmart years ago. I'm sure some of you remember them. Sometimes they pop up now and then on eBay. And of course they want a ton of money for them if they, have never been opened. So she would bring me home these 3-packs. And in the 3-packs would be a variety of different comics. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Avengers, Superman. So she would bring me these 3-packs home. And of course, I'm a kid. So they're not staying in the 3-pack. I ripped them open and started reading. And I was hooked. Ever since then, I've been collecting pretty much off and on. I think when you've collected for years, you kind of go in stages and in phases. You collect real heavy one time, then you drop out of it, jump back in it, jump back out of it, jump back in it. So, I mean, it's just been a hobby that I've enjoyed my whole life. I can't ever stop. It's in my blood, I guess you can say. Right now, I read a little bit here and there, but my collecting has gone, how can I put this? It's changed over the years from where when I was a kid, you'd throw them around, read them. After you read them, you'd trade them to a friend for new books. You would read those, and, the cycle would continue. Now that I'm older, a lot of these books, are worth money. I don't want to read them as much in fear of damaging them. I collect them more for, the artwork. I mean, the artwork these days is incredible. The detail. So many different artists that are so great. You can have a comic collection on just the art alone. It's awesome. But that's pretty much my story on how I started collecting. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope this wasn't too long. Hope I didn't bore you guys. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. You subscribe to me, I'll definitely sub you back. Hit the little bell. I know I have a couple more videos to make for a couple other contests I want to get into. But I just want to say thank you guys a ton for coming to watch my videos. Thanks everybody who's given me support so far. And until next time, see ya.